Thank you for joining me. My name is Sancho Kapofi on NMA Jet 1, where we highlight the news-making waves in Namibia and beyond, ranging from current affairs, community stories, sports, and economic news. Coming up in this broadcast: men allegedly ordered son's killing for insurance payout. Fishrot bail bribery trail ends in fine. Farmers suffer as Midco delays payment. Follow all our programs on oneup2.com or DSTV channel 285 and GoTV channel 25 in Namibia. The Namibia Revenue Agency announced that it collected a net amount of 37.4 billion Namibian dollars in tax at the end of September this year, representing 55.2% of the total revenue target of nearly 67.8 billion for the financial year 2023 to 2024. In a statement issued by NEMRA, the agency said the mid-year revenue collection is over 9 billion Namibian dollars better than the 28.3 billion Namibian dollars generated at the end of the same time in 2022 to 2023. We'll be back with some visual news.
Hello and welcome to today's Sports Rep Show.
I am your host, Jesse Jackson Kauraifa. In replay, Namibia, who had won the toss for the first time on this tour.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, starting off with tennis news, both on the WTA for women's and
Opening the workshop and the first day of the development of the stakeholder consultation and drafting of the Employee Wellness Code of Practice, Ministry of Labour, Industrial Relations and Employment Creation, Utoni Nuyoma, the Code of Practice will guide employers and workers to develop, implement and manage employee wellness in the workplace. The workshop takes place from 18th to 20th October at the Mercure Hotel in Windhoek, where Mwene Shikage reports.
We all know that a healthy workforce is a productive nation. Therefore, as the minister responsible for labor, I cannot emphasize enough the importance of this exercise, which intend to develop employee wellness code of practice, as it will provide guidance to employers and workers on how to develop, implement and manage employee wellness at the workplace. This framework will contribute to the improvement of safety and health at work. A healthy working environment minimizes the risk of occupational accidents, diseases and disasters in the working environment. The government of the Republic of Namibia recognizes the benefits of a safe and a healthy working environment as an enhancer or an enabler of performance, productivity, and subsequently the driving force of economic growth. The National Occupation Safety and Health Policy, adopted in 2021, took cognizance of the link between occupational and psychosocial issues and their potential interaction at the workplace. Therefore, the policy seeks for the integration of employee wellness into occupational safety and health programs to enhance comprehensive maintenance and promotion of workers' health. Health promotion improves long-term well-being of workers and enhances the working life. Therefore, improving work performance and productivity. Ladies and gentlemen, I was informed that the framework you are about to develop will provide for health promotion through dimensions of employee wellness, provide guidelines of management of communicable and non-communicable diseases, including HIV and TB, and guidelines to eliminate violence and harassment in the world of work.
Metro Namibia continues to grow with the launch of its new fruits and vegetables grocer, Metro Fresh, in Klein Windhoek. Shoppers can enjoy specials from today until the 4th of November. Managing Director Brian Davis expressed great enthusiasm over the entity's newly launched Metro Fresh grocery store and home shop, Metro Home. Jemima Ndebele reports.
I'm the MD of Metro. And I'm incredibly proud to be able to tell everybody about our new venture that we have, which is Metro Fresh. We haven't had a fresh offering in our hyperstore as yet, and now we're doing it. I'm incredibly proud of what my team has managed to accomplish here in a very short period of time. And I'm looking forward for everybody in Windhoek to actually come and have a look and see what we have to offer in the store. Now, not only do we have the fresh store here, but we have a home store as well, which all the ladies would like to come and see it. So please come into the hype and come and have a look.
After the break, the Namibian Sun leads us into the newspaper review segment. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome to What's Cooking, where culinary passion meets expert insights.
Somebody must really want to cook and want to cook good food.
Immerse yourself in the bustling world of professional kitchens as top chefs create mouthwatering dishes. Join us for in-depth interviews as our host explores the experiences and expertise of our guest chefs. Don't miss out. Tune in to What's Cooking on NTV every Friday at 2100 hours and let the culinary adventure begin.
Thank you for staying with NMH at 1. We now look at what the lead stories are in Namibia's daily newspapers. Inside today's daily newspaper, the Namibian Sun reports that in a sterling job by Namibian police, a 51-year-old man was arrested in Windhoek on Monday after he allegedly hired people to kill his 29-year-old son to access up to $2 million in an insurance payout. George Kashava was not granted bail when he appeared before the magistrate Johannes Shuveni yesterday. He allegedly ordered a hit on his son, Willem Kashava, but the plot was foiled in time when the police sources saying the younger man was very lucky to be alive. Namibian Sun understands that George hired men to gun down his son in a return for an unspecified amount for the killers. Uncomfortable with the job, the man allegedly alerted the police to plot and started working with the law enforcement officers to thwart the murderous plan. On page 3, Namibia will seek more than just revenue in the form of royalties and taxes once its oil resources are being exploited. Mines Minister Tom Alwendo told participants at Africa Energy Week currently underway in Cape Town, South Africa. He told attendees that Namibia is almost done compiling its local content policy, which will ensure full benefit is derived through the entire oil and gas value chain. Moving over to the Republican. On the front page of the Republican, Janice van Rooy was nominated as one of the finalists for the Elizabeth Greenfield Award. She says to a certain extent, she thinks the fact that she is back held her back in Oprah because for a very long time, Oprah was at A-list and dominated by white people. But that's not the case anymore, as the Elizabeth Greenfield Award targets young black opera singers and aims to empower them in transition from their studies to the beginning of their careers. Van Rooy recently performed the role of Maishwa in the first Namibian opera, Elsa Hindudu's Chief Hainjunga, during his German debut. Several opera critics shared kind words about Van Rooy's debut. On page 3, the Namibian Tourism Board obtained an unqualified audit option for the financial year that ended on the 31st of March 2022. An unqualified opinion is considered a clean report. In the report showed that NTB's financial position at the time was 58.6 million for total assets, while its revenue for the year was about 20.4 million. It received a government grant of 10.8 million and other income was 3.4 million, while it ended the year with a deficit of about 2.5 million. The report noted that there was no change in NTB's property, plant and equipment for the policy regarding their use. On the 31st of March 2022, NTB's investments in property, plant and equipment amounted to 40.9 million Namibian dollars, which is $32,011, which was added that year. The previous financial year ended with a deficit of about 19.2 million Namibian dollars. The report stated that the financial statements were prepared based on accounting policies applicable to a going concern. Now we move on to the Allgemeine Zeitung. On the front page, it leads with an article about an analyst who believes that higher slaughter volume as well as changing logistic requirements cannot be an excuse for a slaughterhouse like Meatco not to pay its livestock and meat producers on time. Lower exports of Meatco meat products to Norway and a low gross profit over the past 2 years are possible reasons for the meat company's poor payment record to farmers. This is the opinion of Rainer Ritter, an independent analyst and former managing director of the Namibia Financial Institutions Regulatory Authority. On page 2, the Allgemeine Zeitung is attending to an 8-year-old boy who is caught between two fronts. Until the case is continued at the High Court in Windhoek, he has to stay in Namibia with his father. His mother complains of being mistreated by her second husband in South Africa and fears for her and her son's well-being. The mother opposes the emergency motion by which the father seeks a court order to keep his son in his custody, pending the outcome of the court proceedings regarding the child's whereabouts. We'll be back right after this.
Welcome to My.NA Cars, your ultimate destination for everything automotive.
I am your host, Diana Master. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Discover the latest models, innovative technologies, and expert insights from our passionate hosts. Learn essential maintenance tips and get exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the automotive industry. Don't miss My.NA Cars on NTV every Thursday at 2100 hours. Tune in and...
Neo Paints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neo Paints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neo Paints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
Shoprite CEO Peter Engelbrecht took home a total pay package of 64.66 million rands, including a long-term incentive like share allocations in the 2023 financial year. Just over half of the staggering 122.4 million rands Woolworths CEO Roy Bangatini earned in the same period. Even without long-term incentives, Bangatini still earned 10 million more than Engelbrecht, the annual reports of both companies showed. This is despite the fact that Shoprite's market value of 140 billion rands dwarfs that of Woolworths, which is 46 billion rands. It also has a much larger footprint in terms of stores. However, market analysts point out that a host of different factors are considered by company remuneration committees when deciding on the pay packages and how they are structured, including share prices and performance. Let's take a look at the economic indicators. We now expand beyond Namibia's borders to give you the latest news from the African continent here on NMAJ1. We now extend to the rest of the continent, and later we'll bring you international news from the rest of the globe. Uganda says efforts were underway on Wednesday to ensure that the perpetrators of an attack which killed 3 in a national park on Tuesday are hunted down and killed. Ugandan military spokesperson Felix said Wednesday that a joint army, police, and wildlife authority force has deployed all resources, both technical and physical, in pursuit of these terrorists, and will assure they account for the heinous acts. The attack, purportedly carried out by the Allied Democratic Forces, killed a couple on their honeymoon who were of South African and British nationality, as well as their Ugandan safari guide in the Queen Elizabeth National Park in Uganda's southwest. The rebel group ADF has been affiliated with Islamic State since 2019 and is based in the Democratic Republic of Congo. IS issued a statement claiming responsibility for the killings. Let's take a look at the international news. The Biden administration on Wednesday broadly eased sanctions on Venezuela's oil sector in response to a deal reached between the government and opposition parties for the 2024 election, the most extensive rollback of Trump-era restrictions on Caracas. A new general license issued by the U.S. Treasury Department authorized OPEC member Venezuela, which has been under crushing sanctions since 2019, to produce and export oil to its chosen markets for the next 6 months without limitation. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken welcomed President Nicolas Maduro's electoral concessions, but said Washington has given him until the end of November to begin lifting bans on opposition presidential candidates and start releasing political prisoners and wrongfully detained Americans. A senior State Department official speaking to Reuters on condition of anonymity threatened to reverse sanctions or sanctions relief measures unless Maduro takes such action. Let's take a look at the sports news.
E-Ticket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there.